Hope you brought your wetsuit and your flippers. Introducing... So... All the talking has been done. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That's another scoring shot. The straight right just misses. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice job getting that punch through. That counter shot lands. You'd like to see more jabs. Can't land that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Brooke in that last round. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't...
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
A swing and a miss with that jab. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Looking to land the hook. They exchange punches. How about that? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Brooke in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
Go out there, you win this next round for me, kid. I need you to focus.
And there's the bell for round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. And before they get knocked down, they choose to go down on their own and take a knee.
What you're seeing right there is a heartbroken fighter.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. Both men step back for just a moment. Beautiful counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Brooke in that last round.
Switch on. Switch on.
There's the bell for round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
He misses with that straight left. Missing with that jab. Well done with that counter shot. There's a counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. Good defense blocking that right uppercut. A perfect counter shot. The courage on display here is incredible. And he scores with the counter. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Brooke in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
It's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Kell Brook, the special one goes to the canvas. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your blood.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Good counter punching. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to so to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about working that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
I love the response, though.
Let's start the sixth. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Nice counter shot. Good counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Whoa, wait a minute! Are we about to see Kell Brook go down? Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
A perfect counter lands. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Those counter punches have to hurt. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. When are we going to see a jab? Did you see that? Code red. I wouldn't be surprised if they stop this fight considering the swelling and the bruising. This fight will continue. Let's talk about Brook in that lap. And there's the bell for round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You all right?
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Gotta look at his corner. Look at his...
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Wow, what a shot! And it's over! A home run swing, and that will do it here! And he dropped him! The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it. It happened. You saw it here live.
shots right here. Roll a joint with no hands, cause she good with her mouth. Ain't got a problem with another girl eating her out. Now where them dollars at? And where them ones that like to eat it up and swallow at?
I'm Todd Grisham, and we are Dion.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of
A lot of These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. So much for being a good sport here. They're going to taunt. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Do you believe this? Open air stadium, blazing sun. What do you think about this?
So Todd, let me explain to you. We are outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting, fighter on fight.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than happy.
Just misses with that uppercut. The straight right just misses. Got him there. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Slugger isn't interested in winning rounds. He just wants to win the fight. And he's not going to do it on the scorecard, Johnny. He needs a KO.
Oh, this is a slugger right here in front of them. These kind of fighters, they want to get hit in the face because it cheers them on. They want to stand there and fight in the trenches.
The straight right just misses. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he just misses with that jab. That counter shot lands. Seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
The straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, there's the bell to start round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. Counter punching. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. That right uppercut misses. Perfect counter shot. Make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. So much firepower here. Jab does not score. Catch and shoot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Wilder in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow.
There's the bell for round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Hook just can't find the target. fresh meat. Welcome to the very mysterious theatrical venue that is Cambrian Hall. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Terry Harper. She fights out of England and won the IBO title back in 2019. Katie Taylor, perhaps the greatest athlete Ireland has ever produced.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
And now for the official introductions, we turn it over to the world-renowned Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Yorkshire, England, here is a women's super featherweight champion of the world, Terry Belter Harper. Fighting out of the blue corner from Bray, Ireland, she became the 8th boxer in history to hold all 4 world titles, a 2-division world champion, and an undisputed women's lightweight champion of the world, simply the best, Katie Taylor.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. And that's the opening bell, round 1. Right hand, right on point. She needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. Throws the jab and doesn't score. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Just see the nerves on that fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Terry Harper in some serious trouble here. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That uppercut misses. Missing with that jab. A perfect counter shot. They are giving us a high-tempo show. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Harper in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Let's reset. Do your business.
They exchange punches. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
Outside fighters create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
You'd like to see more... Whoa, wait a minute! Terry Harper just got rocked. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good defense blocking that right uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always... Harper got clipped. Big shot sends Harper to the canvas. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Harper in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the... She got clipped by that counter. Can't score with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. Nice defense avoiding the right uppercut. Well done with that counter shot. Terry Harper in some serious trouble here. And right back into the fray.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Misses with the jab. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Oh no, Katie Taylor hurt. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Harper in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker.
Great round. Right, hey, now relax, relax. And back.
Nope, that uppercut does not score. That uppercut doesn't land. The greatest female perhaps of all time is in trouble of going down. That was the moment.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back in.
And you can see it right here. That body shot sent them down, and they weren't getting up.
Even
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you continue?
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Oh, she knows now. She can smell blood. She's just not got to get trigger happy. Be smart with the shot. Be sneaky. Pretend you're going to go for someone else in the body, and then boom, let the shot in again. Be smart.
Midway through the round, and it looks like she has the advantage.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing them down. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Harper in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be. We just saw it.
You've been...
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
He scores with that counter. The straight right just misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. The straight right just misses. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4. Now he still wanna fight.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Talk about Katie Taylor in that last round. Well, she's got to find some answers after being dropped twice in that.
Get your mind.
This is the beginning of round 6. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
There's a counter shot. We both know who the bigger power. Did you see that? Terry Harper. Down goes Terry Harper. Wow, let's take another look at that.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Well, she's got the advantage halfway through this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change?
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Are we about to see Katie Taylor knocked out? No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Good counter punching. Beautiful counter punch. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Harper in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but here comes round 7. Desperate times call for desperate measures, Johnny. She just got dropped in that last round. Got to change something in the game plan here to turn this around.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
They miss with the jab. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That counter shot lands. Holding nothing back here in the round. A lot of effort being exerted here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Harper in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
Good job. That's a terrible round.
And there's the bell for round 8. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
The perfect counter lands. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get emptied.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Good defense on the right uppercut. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
That's lights out, right?
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect.
Last night I was talking to God. He just told me to keep going hard. Had to take me to shit in the dark. And my eyes as cold as my heart. Last night I was talking to God. These niggas gotta stay with the rod. These niggas be hating too hard. Either way I can work for the squad. Last night I was talking to God. And he told me to keep going hard. And he told me to keep being real. No matter how these niggas feel. Last night I was talking to God. You wouldn't believe what he said. He told me to get that money. Niggas with off of their head. You can't
They could have picked any venue in the world. The entertainment. And up against them, it's Antonio Tarver, a multiple light. So much hype. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Body shots aren't flashy, but sometimes they're more damaging, especially for the later rounds. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. That counter shot lands. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive. Tarver in some serious trouble. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That counter punch caught him clean. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Nelson in that last round. He is down.
Now it's a tougher fight.
Here we go. It's round two. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block. Beautiful counter shot. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Nice counter. A very competitive round here so far. The perfect counter lands. When you're at such a reach disadvantage, you've got to find a way to work on the inside. There's a counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Nelson in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Much better. He's not.
Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Absolutely.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Talk about Nelson.
Big.
Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round.
Do your business.
Okay, now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes. You're switching off.
Switch on. Let's do it.
doing? You switched off completely. Get your mind back on the job. That's terrible.
Left back.
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through.
Let's go.
Mate, what's he doing? Come on, don't worry about that round. Let's go out there.
Let's do it.
And again, when he leans forward, leans up, check up the uppercut. Check up the uppercut.
One, two, three, four, five. Are you all right?
Stop what you doing! Come on, you're switching off!
Do your business. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7. Are you okay? One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Lamborghini Mercy. Yo, chick, she so thirsty. I'm in that 2C Lambo with your girl, she tryna jerk me. Lamborghini Mercy. Yo, chick, she so thirsty. I'm in that 2C Lambo with your girl, she tryna jerk me. Lamborghini Mercy. Yo, chick, she so thirsty. I'm in that 2C Lambo with your girl, she tryna jerk me.
Drop it to the floor, make that ass shake. Whoa, make the ground move, that's an ass quake. Build a house up on that ass, that's an ass state. Roll my weed on it, that's an ass trait. Say yay, don't we do this every day? I worked them long nights to get a pay. Finally got paid, now I'm jade and a vacate. And niggas still hating so much.
stance.
Time out.
Okay, focus. Focus. Big deep breaths. Big deep breaths. Calm yourself.
And back.
Look to the right hand. Look to the right. Righty jab. Look to the right hand over his lefty jab.
Get busy. Fourth jab. Come back with left up. Look at his hand position.
Time.
Okay, you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round. Now listen, kid, I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round.
Let's do it.
Steady your attacks. Oh, tuck up, tuck up.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Give me your gloves. And time.
Now you're switching off. You getting soft on me? The fight's not over yet. You gotta get out there and win this round, kid.
Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you continue?
Okay, focus, focus. Big, deep breath.
Okay, it's not working. It's not working. Switch southpaw. Switch stance, that's it. What we do in the gym. You know you can do it in the gym. Be confident. That's it. Nice and smooth. Stay that way now.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Okay, you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get fucking.
Do your business.
Okay, it's not working. It's not working. Switch southpaw.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you continue.
Breathe. Take the count. Take the count. Don't jump up. Look at me. Look at me.
Fine.
What are you doing? You switched off completely. I need you to focus.
Let's fight.
are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on.
Let's go.
Roll right hand. Now counter his mistakes. Make him miss. Make him pay.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you okay?
That's it. Get to his head. Yes. That's it. Break him mentally.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. And fight.
switched off completely. Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you...
Let's do it.
Now you're switching off. You've done all your work all the way through camp. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together.
Do your business.
Now you let her back into the fight that round. That's her round. I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back.
Do it.
that. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get focused, get your mind back up.
Let's fight. Are you all right? Are you okay?
Okay, focus, focus. Big, deep breaths, big, deep breaths.
Let's go.
Come on, you're better than that. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about that round. Let's go out there and let's reset.
And here we are at Cambrian Hall as the giant chandelier provides light for what should be a fantastic showdown. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, oh.
This is the Dark Destroyer, Nigel Benn, one of the greatest English champions of all time. This legendary middleweight fights out of London, England.
This is going to be an intense stare-off before the fight starts.
This bout is scheduled.
The fans are ready. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. They're both trying for a knockout. Well done with that counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Beautiful counter punch. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Good counter punching. Nope, that uppercut does not score. And he scores with the counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round.
Come on, switch on. Switch on.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice punch. There's a counter shot. To be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That counter shot lands. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. It appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
A perfect counter lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. And there's the bell to start round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. No rest for the weary. Nice exchange here from both men. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Can't score with that jab. Catch and shoot. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. What an upset here as Alvarez goes down. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Alvarez in that. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nice counter. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter shot. A perfect counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. The pound for pound king, Canelo is down. Oh my goodness, I want to see that one more time.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight?
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez. Time for the 5th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Hard to look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Beautiful counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match.
Nigel Benn down. Can you believe it? And as we take another look, it's this punch right here that sealed the deal.
That.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your glove.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
We're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Talk about Ben in that lap.
Switched off. What you doing?
This is the beginning of round 6. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen. He's got a hustle now. He's got a bluff on.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. The courage on display here is incredible. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punched him, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he misses with that jab. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alvarez in that. Here comes round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've gotta ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get caught.
Lincoln, you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout